There are solutions and treatments to help regrow your hair and restore your confidence.
Licensed trichologist Brianna Johnson joins us now to share more. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I feel like as we get to a certain age, us women, we start to get concerned about hair loss because you can see thinning in several areas. And there are a lot of different causes behind it, correct?
It is. It's a lot of different causes behind hair loss. It could be autoimmune related. It could be stress related. It could be hormones, and it could be poor nutrition. So the thing is to find out what's actually going on.
How do you find out what's going on?
Yeah.
Actually, the thing you want to do is when you first start seeing symptoms, you want to do something about it because our body speaks a language to us. So, a lot of times we do different type of testing. We'll do blood testing. We'll do you'll come into the office and we'll do things like we use different type of tools to determine what is the underlying cause. Because what I find out a lot of times is that people are treating the wrong cause of their hair loss.
Is there any way by looking at someone's scalp and their hair pattern to tell what might be behind it? Like if it's hormonal, is it coming out more in one area than something else?
Right. So usually when I'm trying to uncover what's going on with someone's hair, I look at different characteristics. So if you're getting, something called telogen effluvium, which is a general thinning, which a lot of people got during COVID, those type of things, or if you're, let's just say if you just had a baby, you'll also, start a general thinning as well. So there's different things that can trigger hair loss.
Okay, so you're a trichologist.
Correct.
And what is that, and what do you do?
So actually, I like to break the word down. The first part of the word tricho is hair and scalp maladies.
Okay.
And the last part of the word is ology, and that's the study of. So we study hair and scalp disorders. So once we find out the root cause of your hair loss, then we can develop therapies in order to help you grow your hair back.
And nowadays, it seems like on the market, there are serums and pills and topicals, all these things out there that are supposed to help stimulate hair growth. Do they work?
Actually, the truth about that is no, because you have to figure out what the root cause of it is. Not to say some of those things can't actually help, assist you with, growing your hair back if you know the root cause. But sometimes what happens is, we try to put the cart before the wheel by actually, treating before we actually know what the cause is.
Okay. All right, so someone like myself, I'm actually experiencing hair loss right here in this particular area. Some have blamed it on my hairstyle, just pulling it back. But I thought this would be a carefree, easy, not problematic hairstyle. Can that be a...
Well, the thing with some hairstyles, I always tell people it's not so much the hairstyle is bad. Maybe you're not a candidate for those type of styles. It could be also that you could be something as simple as being vitamin D deficient. And that's what I find a lot of times when, especially African American women, I work closely with them. They come into our office and many times they could be something simple as vitamin D deficient or iron deficiency. Those type of things can cause that kind of general thinning. And again, it goes back to you have to find out what the root cause is. And a lot of times we want to bring it on, blame it on genetics, those type of things. And, you may get, if you use products, you may get a result, but it'll be a temporary result because you don't know what the root cause is.
I got to ask you too, so because I always read, and this was when I was much younger, that like you continually part your hair on one side, like I do, it can thin along the line there. So what I have done since then, on the weekends, I flip the part over so my hair doesn't get used to one part. Can that actually, just the repetition of a hairstyle, cause it to thin in some areas? It
can. Sometimes the pulling of it, or sometimes the part may start, to get wider or something like that. A lot of times that I'm noticing lately is it's an autoimmune or poor nutrition. A lot of times we're going through fast food restaurants and we're not getting, the fruits and vegetables that our body needs for our hair to grow. And so because we're so busy, there's really no nutritional value in fast food. So it could be just a variety of things, especially with us being women.
You mentioned hormones. So a lot of women end up doing hormone therapy. Could that correct the problem?
It can correct the problem, but it may be something that hormones is something that you'll probably continually have to do. So again, it goes back to if you can find out what it actually is causing the root cause of the problem, you can treat it holistically, and then you won't have to, depend on those, those things that will give you those temporary fixes.
For good scalp health, and this is just talking in general overall terms, how many times a week should you be washing your hair?
It really depends on the hair type.
Okay.
You can wash your hair safely every day if you need to, because there's different products out there that will allow you to do that.
Okay.
But it depends on the hair texture. It can be 2 times a week. So you want to keep the scalp as healthy as you can.
Yeah.
So it just very depends on, the type of hair you have.
Got it.
Now, you're a very specialized treatment. How can someone find someone like yourself or someone else who does the type of work that you do?
So you can go to my website, BarinaJohnson.com. I also have a school, Trichology School of Business, because I teach beauty professionals to do exactly what I do, because they're going to be the first one to see
Yeah,
it.
because when your
Yeah.
hair starts falling out, you go run into your
Exactly,
beautician.
and I'm
Yeah.
normally the last resort. So if you're a stylist, that is the person that you will want to, see as well. But a lot of times they're not educated in it. But you can go to my website, BarinaJohnson.com, and then I could help you with that, or have you find
To help
someone in your
locate
area.
someone in your area. Ooh,
Exactly. Yes.
Girl, we'll be talking
you so
soon.
much.
Yes, thank you so much.
BarinaJohnson.com, as she mentioned, is the website for more details. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
you.
having me.